Hello and welcome back to Feed the Beast Beyond with Lardbutt Gaming. This is me, Dummy.
Hi, I'm the Fire End.
And the fiery end. Me and my stupid voices. We just finished up at Fiery's place. His last episode. We're going to go over and fly to mine. Going to give a quick tour. I've done a couple things off camera. Nothing too major, I don't think. Um, the nether is going well. The nether grinder, I believe we built last episode. Made a couple changes here, nothing too major. Um, the resource miners from Environmental Tech are working very well. I do have some speed modifiers in the resource miner with a green laser, which is getting me yellorium, and I'm going to use that yellorium to power a reactor. And I've got the resource miner here going to get me mica so that I can do the upgrades to these. Um, so they're working out really well. I like how that looks. Changed my grinder setup here a little bit. You can see it's much simplified. I don't have any crates. Everything that comes out gets fed in through and into an ender chest, go into storage, and then I'm filtering out some things that I don't need. And let me go ahead and show you what I did in here to change it a little bit. Gotta put that in the right spot there. So it looks pretty much the same, and there's a weird glitch right now. That's a mob masher, even though it's not displaying. I don't know why it's not showing. It's there, but there's a weird render glitch right now. It shows the little tooltip for the mob masher, but it's just disappeared. You can't see it. Great. So there's a mob masher there. Anyway, so that's what's killing my mobs, and I've got a couple upgrades in it for beheading and such. So that's cool. And now to show you where that ender chest is going. This is what I've probably worked on the most off camera, getting this whole system. I mentioned it, and I think I showed a little bit of the setup, but I've expanded this out a lot. So this is going to be my base storage here of bulk items. I've got some further plans to integrate this into our fine storage system for automation to where my system will be able to see all these things. But this is going to be the bulk storage. So anything that's a large number, 33,000 lapis, or 3,300 lapis. So, that's going to take up a lot of digital storage. So I want to store all this stuff here in these storage drawers. So I like this. It worked out pretty good. Doing a little kind of a U shape there. And I'm feeding it from behind here. You can see my ender chest, and it pulls out here. So, and then it feeds into the drawer controller, and I've got that hooked up to the mob grinder as well as the resource miners. So everything that I'm gathering right now currently is getting stored here. And then I also have some coal feeding into a generator here, giving me some additional power, kind of like a backup. The other thing I did off camera is I built, to match Fiery's. Yeah, this thing. My reactor. I do a little bit different than Fiery's design. I am cooling with liquid ender, but then I had to go with a little bling bling, and I got myself some diamond blocks in there. I don't really know if it does any extra cooling or not, but it looks cool. And I got tired of the water noise up on my roof, so I moved all my water generators down here underground, and a muffler so you don't actually hear them. So that stops all the dripping of water and the running water noise. So that's that. Today, what do I want to do? Actually, additions or refined storage. Conundrums and quandaries. What did I have on my board set to go first? Compacting drawers. We could do some compacting drawers. Let's go ahead and do that. Compacting drawers, you're going to need pistons. So let's grab 24 of those. And I believe we take this and That makes your compacting drawers. Alright, so what we do with a compacting drawer is I'm going to go ahead and grab some iron. Let's grab some gold. We'll grab copper. Just to kind of show you this stuff, what it's going to do. This is where I'm going to take all that ore once it's processed. And I'm going to add it into this system up here with the compacting drawers. Place these down like this. So now, if we take the copper, let's take the gold, the iron, the tin, and the silver. You can see on the readout there it's got a block, ingot, or a nugget. And it can do the same with that, that, and that. So now if I want a block, I can get a block. If I want an ingot, I can get an ingot. If I need a nugget, I can get a nugget. And now I'll be able to hook that system in here to the drawer controller and be able to store all my bulk processed ores, which is pretty cool. So at some point in the near future, I'm going to have to build a system that's going to take these unprocessed ores on command or on need, and it'll pull it into an automated machinery system, process it, and then put them back into here so that I'll have all my storage need, and I won't have to make my blocks or ingots more. It'll be there. So those are my compacting drawers. So let's go ahead and dig into the meat of what's going to control that system that I was just mentioning, and that is going to be refined storage. I'm going computer. Oh yeah. Not sure why I just took those apart. Let me put that back together.
Because you're dumb.
I've been known to be. Alright, so I need 3 machine casings. Let's put those back. Why did I take that out? Put that back. Alright, there's my 3 machine casings. So let's look up refined storage. A couple different things you need to do for refined storage to get it going right away. You got to have your power input, which is going to be your not the creative controller, just a regular controller. So that's a machine casing there, some silicone, some enriched quartz iron, or quartz enriched iron, basic diamond. All right, so we're going to make one of those. I think I have that set up here. Yes, I do. 3 there, and let's do... How many of those was I going to do? Was I going to do 3? Yeah, I think I was going to do 3. 3 controllers. And that'll give me places to plug things into and out of. Alright. And I've got my solderers. Solderers are the items that you use very similar to the AE system, the ME system, for applied energistics, where you could... what was the name of those things that had the plates? You had to fly around and get the meteors and get the different plates. Do you remember what those were called? Inscribers or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to get the inscribers. Well, these are the equivalent of the inscriber, but for the refined storage system. So we're going to use 6 of the solderers. Let me dump off that ore real quick I don't need. And I'll just put the controller there. Alright, very good. Alright, so we need the solderers to make parts within refined storage. And then we're also going to need a lot of cables. Cables are going to be basically the networking, putting all my machines together and whatnot. Alright, so there's a bunch of cables made. So I'm going to need some flux power. Do I have a flux plug or point made somewhere? Thought I did. What did I do with it? Thought I had flux network set up and ready to go. Am I looking right at it? Receives energy. There we go. So let's put my refined storage basic computer system up here. Thinking I'm going to put it along this wall, but I'm going to double check. Yeah, let's put it along this wall. So to receive, we'll go ahead and do... Where are we going to put it? so those are our controllers. Let's go ahead and take our flux plug. We're going to put it there. And network. There. Ooh, what did that break? It didn't connect them. Why isn't it powering them all? Did they change it? I guess it's only wanting one controller. Okay. So we take our controller, and then we're going to need to get the solderers down. How do I want to organize those? There's 4 high. So I could do like that. I'm going to have to move that system there, but let's connect this with some cable. That's going to give our solderers power. Okay, so here's the basic solder, and this is what we're going to make things like a printed processor. So we take iron into a solder, so let's go get some iron. We'll go ahead and start with a stack of that. Do I have... Alright, we're going to just break these down real quick into ingots. We're going to need a lot of iron done, so we'll... Got that. We're going to need some silicon. I have silicon prepped. Yep, there's my silicon. We're also going to need, I think it's redstone and gold. Or gold, right? There's the gold. And diamond? Diamond, yeah. So we'll need a stack of gold to start. And we'll go ahead and process some diamonds, too. Oh, we're getting into the good stuff now. I really like this stuff. Now, this is going to be kind of slow. You can see, it doesn't seem too slow, but when you're processing as many as I want to process, we can go a lot faster. Alright, so this is basically the equivalent of making the different computer components, like the chip processing. So I'm going to let those run. So to use this system and to interact with it, we're going to need a couple more things. We're going to need a controller, a grid. Here we go, grid. So that is a construction core, an improved processor, a destruction core, an improved processor, more enriched iron, and machine casings. So that's pretty cool. We're also going to need some storage. We'll need a disk drive, which is an advanced processor, chest, machine casings. So let's go ahead and make some more machine casings, I think. That sounds good. And that was just the quartz. Very good. What you working on, Fiery?
Botania.
Cool. I like Botania. I never seem to get very far into it, though.
I'll get you your ring.
I appreciate it. I like those rings, I admit. Okay, so the other thing we're going to want here... we'll go ahead and make a chest so that I have it on hand. And it looked like I'm going to need a stack of redstone as well. Okay. I should probably take a crafting grid up there to use while I'm building. Alright, so let's go up, back up to my system here. We're just going to place this down. There's fine. Alright, let's see how these are going. Not too bad. We can make something to make these go quicker, though. It's a speed upgrade. I don't know if I'm quite at the point to make those speed upgrades, though. Crafting upgrade, upgrade core, stack upgrade. Fortune silk. I was pretty sure there was a speed upgrade. There it is. So that's a regular upgrade, sugar, redstone. So the upgrade core is going to require improved processor. So yeah, we're just going to have to start making a bunch of stuff. And it looks like it all requires silicone as well. So let's throw in some more silicone there. And I'm going to use one of my extras. We'll process some silicone. Alright, so we're going to need printed basics. I put that crafting table in a horrible spot. Let's move it.
Well, that was dumb.
Wouldn't be the first time, and it won't be the last. I'm going to move this ender chest as well. This could be a bad mistake. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, cool. Alright, let's move the ender chest over here. And then let's take the item conduit. And we're going to extract always active and insert. Alright, there we go. Alright, printed silicon, printed. That's what I'm going to use to build with. Okay. So basic, gold, diamond, and some redstone. So I'm just going to make several random of these. They almost all have printed silicone on the bottom. Alright, so that's where we're going to go ahead and be able to leave, I believe, a whole stack. Yes, excellent. And do they all have redstone in the middle? Redstone. Okay, so we'll be able to take that stack of redstone. And let's do 10 of the iron to start with. Go ahead and keep gathering resources here as I make it. And that was silicone. Let's throw more silicone there. Let's throw some more iron there. Grab the gold. I'm going to go grab another stack of gold and diamond as well. There's that. I got to go downstairs for diamonds. Processing there. Excellent. Go in there, okay. Throw some extra gold, throw some extra diamonds.
Hey.
Hey. Horses.
Hey.
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 What?
Just hey.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey.
Get some more of that. Horses! Horses and hand grenades.
Hey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing. You doing?
Eh. Some days,
Alright, moving right along. Dunga-dung, dunga-dung.
Gonna get in?
Dunga-dung.
Badonka-donk.
Well, there's that. You know, and then there's Maud.
And then there's Maud.
And there's a lot of people that could watch this video and have no idea
None
what we're
whatsoever.
talking about with Maud. Oh, boy.
Did you ever watch that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Okay, basic processors are done. Let's go ahead and do 10 of the diamond.
In my head, I was always imagining Maud living right across the street or right next door to Archie Bunker.
They seem like they would have been in the same neighborhood, right?
Yeah. I think one may have been, or Maud may have been a spin-off or something like that, but still. Wouldn't they have been fun to watch together?
They would have, definitely. Sugar. Do I have some sugar? Yes, I do have some sugar. Cool. But I've got to make those upgrade cores. And that was glass, which will be down here. Good thing we said glass and not class, because I got no class at all. Stained glass, is this just any kind of glass, I wonder? I hope so. Quartz. I might need to make some more quartz iron, too. Yeah, we're going to have to make some more quartz iron. Okay, how to make quartz iron. Take your iron, turn it
Take
into
your iron and your
titanium,
quartz and smash them together like the Rock did to the little images of Peter
right?
and
That's
Family
actually,
Guy. That was one of the
oh,
funniest things ever.
so if you take iron, I forgot how to do it because it didn't make the item I wanted it to make. Let's try that again. Oh, it's 3 iron to 1 quartz. It's been a while, ladies and gentlemen.
Boom, boom.
All right, so there's my. Go ahead and make some more of this. Excellent. And put that away. Let's keep the sugar. I don't need that. Let's go ahead and put that iron away. Let's keep the quartz. Keep 1 stack. That's quartz. That's good. Iron, iron, iron. Let's put those away. Okay.
Put that away.
Stop touching it or it'll never heal.
It'll get stuck like that.
Oh, glass. I need some glass.
Yeah, you need glass.
I'm hoping it's just regular glass. I honestly don't remember. It's been a while since I've had to do it. Missing. Okay, so no, it took it. So it's regular glass, which is good. Which one? Oh, and I processed diamonds. I didn't process gold. See that, ladies and gentlemen? Pure noob mistake.
Well, maybe not entirely pure.
And not really noob.
No, noob is right.
Nah, to be expected.
From you? Yeah.
Very much so. I need more silicone.
You need lots of stuff.
I need lots of stuff. I need all the stuff.
There ought to be an achievement for making one of every item in JEI.
Oh, that would not be fun.
That would drive you nuts.
I can't see things as it is. Like, things that are literally right in front of me, I can't see them.
Well, I mean,
So,
your obsessive compulsive tendencies, that would just,
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Batshit insane would be the proper term, I think, is what would happen there.
completely and totally.
Okay, so there's that. And let's go ahead and throw the gold in there. Get the gold processing. I should probably grab another chest. I'm going to put a chest down. I'm going to have to go grab another chest. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff in here so I can craft with it out of the crafting station.
You should come look at my base.
I've looked at your base.
You should come look at my base currently.
Okay, I'd be happy to do that.
It's in relation to my last episode.
You had relations on your last episode?
You betcha. Didn't even notice, did you? I'm just that slick.
Well, either that or it just wasn't all that very.
Shut up. She enjoyed it.
Okay, so instead of going down, I'm going up. Because I believe I can fly.
Yeah, try it.
I
want to
believe I
watch.
can touch the sky. Why am I touching this guy? I have no idea. He didn't really like it and complained.
Yeah, he wants you to stop.
Oh!
I make a flower or two.
Holy mother of flower.
Uh-huh. It's
Fiery,
Mother's Day.
do you have a problem?
It's Mother's Day. What's my problem?
Do you need to go to a support group? My name is Fiery, and I like flowers.
It's Mother's Day.
That actually, it is really actually kind of.
I know.
It's like a unicorn just puked all over
Blah.
the place. Blarg. Blarg. Alright. That is kind of cool. I might have to do that out in front for no reason other than to have a bunch of flowers like that. That'd be kind of cool.
I'm always cool.
Except for when you're hot. That's because you're going through menopause. I know, it's the change. That's alright. Okay, so it was glass. And then what else
Yeah,
did
we
I
both just
do?
kind of left that one
Yeah,
alone.
we're not making any more comments on that one.
Well, that's actually. I don't want that one. Never mind.
Well, it doesn't want you either. I mean,
No, I'm sure you're right.
okay, so
What's sad is I've still got like 3 stacks of fertilizer.
so quartz up and down. Okay, so the glass went like that, went like that. These improved there, so we need the quartz. And we go like this. Okay, and
We
this
do
is going to
this,
be
and we do
our.
this, and we do that, and we do
Oh, they
that.
don't
We
stack.
do this, and we do that. Don't do that. We do this.
Okay, we're going to make. How many of these
A
are we going to make?
mess.
Eventually, yes. Let's do that and that.
Yeehaw, my sickle will not last through all this harvesting.
So we're making these upgrade cores so that we can then speed up the solderers because we'll be using those solderers for the rest of the series. They will be part of my automation processes. So let's go ahead and take off. For now, we're going to take these out because we don't need these anymore. We're going to put that there. Let's go grab the sugar.
That goes there, that goes there, that goes there.
Okay, so I needed these. I don't need this. I needed the sugar. I needed the improved processors, I believe it was. No, it wasn't that. What was it? Speed upgrade. Oh, redstone. It was redstone. Hey, Fiery, it's
What?
redstone.
It's redstone?
It's redstone.
Thank you for telling me.
Yep,
Now,
redstone.
now shut the hell up.
So we're taking this basic upgrade case. If we want to term it like in technology, it's just a memory core. And we infuse it with some energy and some sugar, redstone and sugar, and it's going to make it process a little bit quicker. Now that's a second speed upgrade, so we'll put 2 speed upgrades in there. Now we can see it's going that much faster. And that much faster.
How much faster?
That much faster. It's a lot faster.
How much?
Alright, so I'll be doing this off camera. Between the next episodes, I'm going to make a bunch of these. And I'll probably be making a couple more parts to get all these machines together. And I'm
Pieces
going to
first.
get laid out the parts for my grid and my crafting grid, which is my interaction. And then I'm going to work on setting up my storage for the system, which is where it's going to house items and interacting with it. And I might even get into crafting on basically everything that I've been doing manually. I'm going to teach this system to be a smart system and just do those things on its own for me. I'll be able to tell it, make me a sandwich, and it'll make me a sandwich,
Poof, your sandwich.
basically. So while I do that processing, and again, there's going to be a lot of that I'm going to do off camera, I think we should take a break and we should go find bacon.
Bacon, 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 bacon. I'm in agreement. Bacon. I concur wholeheartedly. Bacon, 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 bacon
Hey,
me, baby.